Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
See you there.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay. Hope these meetings don't run too long.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked. Looks like it's time to start.
You are the best girl.
Small victory. If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His orders were to slaughter a native village. He deserved what he got.
I can't argue with that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
Subordinates should always follow orders to the letter.
Unless you're commanding an army of robots, which is more common than you think, treating your people like machines is counterproductive. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
You could order me a pizza.
Nope, we're too far from New York City.
That is a shame. Pizza could build consensus.
You're not wrong. That's how I used to get the Hulk on board. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan #5, the last queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
It sounds like one of Nico's movies.
She does know how to pick 'em.
Well, Nico has given me an appreciation for, I think it is called schlock?
Not you, too. I'm the only Midnight Sun who can't stand that garbage?
Seems that way.
Guess I'll be skipping future movie nights.
Oh, coward.
You're lucky there's no fighting in book club. Anyway, you calling it?
I should leave.
Peace.
Your name fits you well. I have never met anyone so sharp.
I don't take compliments well, but I also won't stop you.
Hey. offer more. But what offer? Oh, this looks like it belongs here. Almost as if it were meant to be here. It seems my offering was accepted. Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dampier telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, keep it down or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? To tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
What about Captain Danvers? Is she not your favorite person?
I don't know her as well as you. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Sounds like another kindred spirit.
He was. Man, was he one lousy vampire. But I guess you have to be a lousy vampire to be a good vampire detective.
Vampire detective? That is a first.
We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
And I give you permission to.
You do?
If I ever became a danger to others, I would want you to put me down.
Let's just hope it never comes to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
Then here's to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
We got Wanda back, straightened out Johnny Blaze, and are gonna totally vaporize the Parchment of Power. What could possibly go wrong?
How'd you bring Wanda back? Was it some weird mystical ritual, or was it cognitive recalibration via spirit force trauma? To me, it looked like your soul punched Wanda's soul's face, and she came to. But I also drank way too much coffee this morning.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Genius inventor strikes again. Another magical mystery box. And to think.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist me? Ah, yes, I remember this one. is when...
See you, Hunter.
Nice to get some fresh air.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Let's do this.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us...
I think we've got something for everyone.
Constant innovation. That's the stark promise.
Practice makes perfect. Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Wanda coming back shows you how fluid these end-of-world situations are.
I'm here if you need me. Stay out of trouble.
Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
All right then.
Good day, Hunter. It's not just the Southwest. Look. A rise of Hydra movement in Eastern Europe. Are
you seem
Holy disturbance in the Force!
not too holy from the feel of it. Quite the reverse.
Wake up, kid. If you're getting this, well, we gotta have us a little conversation. Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider.
I'm listening.
In person. Here, at the Mesa. And I need your pit crew, too. Counting on you to bring them. So don't screw it up.
I think Blaze is feeling bad about blowing me off earlier.
I do not think Blaze feels much of anything.
Do you think Blaze wants to apologize?
Doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. If we don't come back with the parchment this time...
We are going to come back with the parchment, one way or another.
What do you mean something is up with Limbo? More soulless? A little more detail would be appreciated.
That's all the detail I can give. But do not worry. I'll stay behind and figure out what's going on.
Please do. And next time you sense some kind of danger with Limbo, come talk to me about it first.
Korasho Bumir.
What did you just say?
Just tell the team I will be watching over them.
Hear Blaze out, but don't agree to anything. Most importantly, get that page.
Don't look at me like that, Rox. Time for this story to end. One way or another.
Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider. Just like you said.
And your crew. Good. Because I got us a plan. You wanna stop that nasty mama of yours? Stick with me. And keep your traps shut.
Who in the 10 hells do you think you are?
10?
I'm the guy with the answer to your prophecy problem.
Damn!
We good now. After you.
What the hell?
Worse. Limbo.
Oh, crap. Is that...
Mephisto.
Johnny Blaze, you made it. I'm impressed.
Wait, what?
You're doing the right thing. Can't have that hunter of yours running around off-leash, can we? He's leaving you in good hands. Well, not good. You understand.
Okay, I get it. Actually, I don't. What's the plan here?
Hunter's written all over that page, kid. Further we keep him from the midnight sun, the better. And this place is further as it gets.
So, what? You dump him off in hell with the freaking devil?
Limbo with Mephisto.
There's a difference.
You do realize I can hear everything?
Bastard wants Cathan back less than we do. Count on that.
Coward. You two deserve each other.
Hate me all you want when we get home, kid. But it's the only option.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
He's got a point, Johnny. Our arrangement was for you.
Don't get cute with me, yuppie.
Oh, I'd love to see the look on his face when he gets back. But, first things first. Let's see if you're worth all the fuss, shall we? I hope you don't mind a little diversion. I promise it won't be any worse than what Lilith had planned for you. But here we are. Here you are, child of the blood.
Hell's greatest imposter. Always too cowardly to face me himself.
Your time will come, Ryder. But today, my interests lie elsewhere.
You are too weak for this fight. Mother abandons you. Your fate. No mercy!
This will be your end.
Your time has come. Feel my call. How invigorating. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Show no mercy.
Is no one else concerned about where we are?
It may look like hell, but don't believe your eyes.
You had your chance. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Serve the mother or damn.
I am impressed.
An eternity of suffering awaits.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
I've encountered all sorts of unusual beings through the ages, but you, little hunter, are something truly unique. Your very existence is against the rules.
Your words are meaningless to me, demon.
You'll come to understand me in time. They always do.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith. Return to your mother. You were unprepared.
Though I had heard your little team was making trouble up there for Lilith.
You haven't seen anything yet, but your time will come.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that. Pathetic. Your time has come. Next time, run while you still can. They cannot possibly match your strength. Nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
That's the last of them, but stay on your toes.
Already your efforts send shockwaves across the multiverse, Hunter. Your mother will be so proud.
I am just getting started.
Good. So am I.
Usurper! You forget. You are not the ruler of Limbo. I am!
Ileana, nicely done. You always were so gifted.
So gifted, you've stole me from my parents. Twisted me into a living weapon until I cast you from this very realm?
I mean, yes.
This is starting to sound familiar.
I have reopened Blaze's portal, as well as a few others. Leave, now. Mephisto and I have some catching up to do.
A minor inconvenience.
Of course. I thought I had lost you, child. I am pleased you... The page! He carries the page. Retrieve it for me!
Come and get it.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. I hope you've got some fight left in you.
I never get tired of punishing.
On that we are agreed.
They want the same.
This will be done soon.
What makes you think you will fare any better? This shall be of great help. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear. They are still set on me. make you regret that. Your suffering will be immeasurable. No mercy, servants of Lilith! I will not be defied. Stop crying already. Not done with me.
More daughters of Lilith. How many will she damn to hell?
My mother will sacrifice any and all of her children to achieve her goals.
How sad.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I can already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ileana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do...
He will know the true face of vengeance.
Blade and we've worked with Johnny before.
Heard about the Limbo adventure.
Blaze tried to sell us out and we're still going to trust him?
Ileana called Limbo home. With that Mephisto creeper living there?
You've got to be bored watching me practice defensive roles.
Honestly, yes, but it's not like I've got anything else to do. Ileana and Wanda took off to the chapel together.
And that bothers you?
I'm kind of busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
You have the parchment. Our hopes are all riding on you right now.
I can't believe I used to worry that I didn't belong here.
Right. Now is the time for you to step forward.
I already stepped forward. It's your turn.
If there is something you need to get off your chest...
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Lilith's going down. I can feel it in my skull, Hunter.
I see things are going well for you, too. Robbie's hero tried to sell us out? Some people have no taste in role models, huh?
One time, I ate an entire Super Grande burrito.
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ileana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Johnny Blaze is master... You wanted to know who was behind the Soulless. Now we all know.
How do you know Mephisto?
He was the Dark Lord who kidnapped me from this realm and dragged me to Limbo. He raised me as his daughter. He's the only father I ever knew. And my biggest enemy.
Ah, so that is where you get your dark side.
Almost as dark as where you get yours. In a way, I owe him everything. Even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild. Gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
Have you ever considered resuming your reign as ruler of Limbo?
Ruling sounds attractive from afar. You imagine yourself on this giant throne made of 1,000 skulls, having servants fulfill your every whim, having power over everything and everyone you see. But alas, that is not the reality. Being in charge is full of administrative work, managing ungrateful minions, making and keeping demonic pacts. It's boring and arduous. And I don't do boring.
I can see that.
Besides, what would the Midnight Suns do without me? My place is here, tormenting Caretaker and Strange. Well, that's enough about Limbo for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter. Mephisto makes my skin crawl. Glad we stomped him and his gaggle of soulless goons.
Mephisto is no one we wish to trifle with.
Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me because my facial hair resembles Mephisto's.
Hero worship is among my chief worries these days.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it?
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
You do not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
I have already heard those words spoken aloud. Blaze read from the page and I saw what it could do. The power it unleashed.
The hellfire and destruction is only the beginning, I'm afraid.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
Despite my skepticism, you managed to retrieve the parchment. I'll save my congratulations for later.
now we let Tony do his thing.
That's on.
Wanda's return is an auspicious omen.
The Midnight Suns are starting to feel like a real positive force for good. Even though we've got several witches and demons.
I gotta say it. Hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people we've got cruising around this place? Tony's a genius, Strange can do practically anything, Cap is a friggin' icon, Carol can fly the solar system and the fighter jet, and then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool, but not, you know, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone or, worse, get someone hurt. I made that mistake once before and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
It is fine to worry sometimes. I confess I have done it myself. But be careful not to let that worry infect your every thought. Do not let it slow you down or make you overthink your every move.
If only slowing down and overthinking was my actual problem.
We all mature in different ways.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
It's weird. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the parchment of power. But it also really sucks.
As long as you carry the parchment with you, you are the most powerful member of the Midnight Suns. I hope you realize that.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
It is an awesome responsibility.
Yeah, but Of course, power doesn't do me much good unless I use it. And I doubt that's ever gonna happen.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie...
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
If you read it, will it cause you to turn on us, your teammates?
What makes you think I will? Do you know what it says?
Not specifically, but I know it prompted Johnny Blaze to betray us, and I fear it could cause you to do the same, whether you are aware of it or not. Its power works in mysterious ways.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Hunter, hello.
See you soon.
Just tell me. I already told you. That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Oh, hey. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Aw, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back, I'll try to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. and I'm going to find it.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Steven Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up. Well, Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is...
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter. You want the magic highlights, Tony?
Hey, Hunter. You brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Farewell.
Well met.
Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here.
Good to see Wanda back with her team.
I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I'm afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
I'm ready when you are. time to take it to the next level. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. All right, then.
What you doing, Charlie?
Thanks for checking in on Robbie, Hunter. Did he mention that he promised to take me for a spin in the Hell Ride?
Show no mercy.
You're all making a big mistake. You're going home in peace. About time. First one that makes an old dog joke gets diced. I'm gonna rip you a new one. I'll not be broken.
restore our strength!
Bad luck for you, bub.
I fail. That'll work.
Not looking good for you.
Approaches.
We will not be denied!
The guilty have already begun to fall. Prepare yourselves. She will sustain us.
Now that was something. I am impressed.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
their sins fills the air.
You are too weak for this fight.
I suppose it's something.
Your mother abandons you. You should have brought more help.
Burn in hellfire.
As long as you're on our side, we won't have a problem.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I'm proud to stand beside you on the battlefield.
About the emo kids meeting, there's a problem. Wanda asked to run the show. Everyone was fine with it, until Caretaker showed up.
She seems brittle now that we have Wanda back. I cannot imagine her pain.
Well, it seems like she's trying to pick a fight.
Why are we meeting? I thought we already knew how I died.
Wanda doesn't think we do, and I believe her. So, you ready to head to the meeting and hear her out?
Lead the way.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have brought it up.
I disagree. Your theory is sound. We must know the truth.
Wanda already took Agatha from me. I'll be damned if I let her take my child.
The one standing behind you?
Oh, damn it. I didn't mean for you to hear that.
Too late. Explain what this is about.
Wanda says there is more to your death than what we saw. She claims she can reveal the true manner of your death.
Wanda has years of experience. You have millennia.
Is that a crack about my age?
If you want it to be.
You've become your own person. I wish I'd seen it back then. All right. Listen to her if you must. But if you proceed with the ritual, I can't lose you, Hunter. Not again. This is your choice to make, kiddo.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I just wanted to help.
How?
I spoke with Dr. Strange about your visions. That got me thinking. The last meeting, specifically the moment of your death, I don't think that's where your life ended.
The last time we did this, something felt off.
Good, you felt it too. There is a subtle magic at play. It clouds your perception, distracts from what is real.
Why are you so certain?
I felt it twice before. Most recently, when I was under Lilith's influence.
And the first time?
When I killed Agatha. I had no warning I'd lost control until it was over. Something masked the danger from me, from her.
It was not your fault.
No matter what Ileana wants to believe, I am responsible for Agatha's death. I can never make it up to the Midnight Suns, to Sarah, to you. But I will do everything I can to make things right. My magic works by creating what I most desire. It can also strip what is illusion from what is real. You deserve to know what truly happened. Please, allow me to help you.
I am ready to proceed.
All right. What is your last memory before your death?
Lilith trapped me with the Darkhold. I could not move.
Then I shall remove the veil. And now, your death revealed. What do you see?
Lilith approaches. I have never seen her so determined.
And now, child, you shall be free.
Still creepy.
Indeed.
I cannot move. Yet I hear myself shout.
What the?
My body lurches toward her. None of it my doing. Lilith struggles against her own limbs, but cannot control them. My hand reaches for the Darkhold. I see fear blossom in my mother's eyes. I touch the Darkhold.
No! Stay back!
Pain washes over us both. The world flares white. And then there is nothing.
Okay, what is with that voice?
And who directed the hunter's movements?
Someone who could hold Lilith in place.
That's alarming. I'm sorry. There's nothing more. That's when the hunter died. Don't apologize. You showed us what we could not see.
I don't know what to think. Was someone else there, and did they kill Lilith?
Those are difficult questions to answer.
At least we know to ask them. Hey, we'll get to the bottom of this. We're emo kids. We can do anything. Another meeting completed. You heading out?
In a minute.
Let me know when you're heading out.
Another mystery resolved. No more reason to assemble the emo kids.
You sound disappointed.
I am, somewhat. This kept me distracted from the state of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Reminded me I could still be useful. Perhaps that is the lesson. I must reflect on what we have learned. You should do the same.
You see? Now you know.
What we know is disturbing.
Truth is often disturbing. We both learned that lesson years ago.
What we just saw, it's difficult to comprehend. I know I have questions. But what about you?
No one else was present when I faced Lilith. So whose voice did we hear?
No one I recognize. If Lilith had just recovered the Darkhold, she may have used it to summon a dark spirit.
If she did, it seems like she lost control.
Perhaps. I pray it was just that.
Could it have been Chthon?
Speaking through the Darkhold? Perhaps. But why draw you towards the book? What was there to gain?
I'm still unclear on how I actually died.
The magic of the blood courses through you and your mother when you both touched the Darkhold.
Mystical feedback?
That's my theory. It's a dangerous book. Perhaps more so than we thought.
I should get going.
Very well. Good night, kiddo.
Yes?
I'm proud of you for pushing through all this.
Thanks.
Well, good night.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Physically, I am fine.
Good. How about what you saw?
This is the first time it all rings true.
Truth can be messy. It's why a false reality is so alluring. What we saw tonight did happen. You both died with your hands on the Darkhold.
What does that tell us?
I'm not sure yet. Perhaps it will give us an edge in our fight, or insight into something we've missed.
More unanswered questions.
That's not it. We have all the answers to your death. What we're missing are the questions that match. Thank you for trusting me to do this.
Of course.
It means more than you know.
That's all we had. You taking off?
That is it for me.
The last meeting of emo kids. Should we get another t-shirt? I kinda want another t-shirt. Or, ooh, maybe a pin. I'll figure it out. Thanks for letting us root around in your past, Hunter.
Good day, Hunter.
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds.
Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Parker and Nico? Seen good troops lose their minds not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling.
What, no stars and stripes hoorah pep talk from Captain America?
The Hellride is ready and waiting.
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I do not want to fight her, but she does not give me a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
I understand. Thank you. You have shown me a better way to look at this.
Don't flatter me, kid. I don't have secret knowledge. It's all instinct with me.
They are good instincts.
All right, I don't mind a little flattery. Just think about what I said. I've spent more time around Sarah than you. Trust me, she'll come around. Sarah never told me you were this fun. I ain't much of a convers.
I don't mind stretching my legs. It's the sitting on my butt I can do without.
Salutations.
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
I'm afraid a mere protection spell will not be enough to dampen the page's effects.
I will have you know, this isn't your run-of-the-mill protection spell, Hunter. Only those who have passed may cast it. But you are not wrong to be skeptical. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
I have my doubts the page can be destroyed at all.
Don't let doubts get in your way of trying something new.
I will take that under advisement.
Well, I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Nice work out there, bub.
Are you finally beginning to understand now? Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
I have suffered enough betrayals for several lifetimes, Mother. No matter what happens, Blaze's will be the last.
Good. Perhaps you have been listening to me all this time. My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
hope the others slept better than I did.